Hello everyone. I'm Hina, Assistant Professor, Sanatan Dharam College, Ambala, Kent. In last video, we were discussing about theories of leadership, and we had already explained one theory, that is trait theory, and we were discussing second theory, that is behavioral theory. So in this context, let's move towards our next topic. So next topic is models of behavioral theory. So models are Licket's force system, Michigan studies, Ohio State University studies, and managerial grit. Let's discuss one by one. So our first is Licket's force system. Lickett believed that two types of leadership styles are there, that is autocratic and democratic. On this belief, he classified the leadership styles into four systems, that is exploitative, benevolent, consultative, and participative. Second one is Michigan studies. It was conducted on a large number of supervision in several factories. And researchers found that there are two types of leadership, that is employee-centered and production-centered. According to him, if supervision is employee-centered, it means employees are treated as a human being and leaders do all the efforts for the welfare of workers. He encourages them to work and involve them in decision making. But in a production-centered supervision, a supervisor treats his employees as a tool only. He only emphasizes on production targets and he ignores that he is also a human being. He exercises close supervision and control on his workforce. These were very popular in US as they were compatible with the existing work culture. These studies led to a belief that employee-oriented leadership is superior. Of course, in this employee-oriented leadership, at least employees are treated as human beings and they are given authority and they are answerable for his work. They are given some authority for taking any decision. Next one is the Ohio State University studies. So in this, researcher identified two types of leadership: behavior consideration and initiating structure. Consideration refers to mutual trust between a leader and the staff. And initiating structure means degree to which the activities of subordinates are denied and work procedures are established. Researchers found that consideration and initiating structures were not mutually exclusive dimensions, and a leader could score high on both the dimensions. This model was a very simple way to explain the leadership, but has been criticized, and that is why it cannot be generalized. Next one is very important concept, that is managerial grit. Here you can see one grit, that is you can see low, high. If concern for production, on x-axis we have taken concern for production and on y-axis we have taken concern for people, right? So this is managerial grit. Here we can see that if concern for production is low and concern for people is high, then we can see that country club management. And if the concern for production is also high and concern for people is also high, then it will lead to team management. Anyhow, this model of leadership behavior was developed by Blake and Moulton. So, they found that leadership style can be represented in the form of metrics of two dimensions, that is task orientation and relations orientation. And the blend of these in different proportions develops different leadership styles. The managerial grid is depicted in the form of a diagram which I had already explained. Let me clear again this managerial grid. So, this is the managerial grid. In the managerial grid, the concern for production is plotted on x-axis and concern for people is plotted on y-axis. Concern for production means the managerial attitude for the volume of output, work procedure and work efficiency. And the concern for people means the degree of personal commitment and self-esteem of the workers. On the basis of relative position, 5 styles of leadership have been identified. So, first one is impoverished management. The manager shows low concern for the people as well as the production and makes the minimum efforts to get the work done. Second one is country club management. In this, manager gives attention to the people and tries to satisfy them. He builds an amicable environment in the organization, but his concern for production is not much. Third one is middle of the road. The manager gives equal importance to the production as well as the people working in the organization. Fourth one is task management. In this style, there is efficiency of operation resulting from arranging the working conditions in such a way that the human elements have a minimum degree of interference. Fifth one is team management. When leaders pursue this style, work is accomplished from the committed people and there is common interest in the organization. There is huge degree of respect within the members of the organization and whole organization work like a team. This was all about the concept of managerial grit. Thank you.